You all know Kem is Kemi Lever, and she sent this in. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Believe in the impossible. Your dreams are within reach. Don't let current struggles define your future. Stay resolute and sets the stage for you.
All of the above while enlightening Nigerians as well. Join us every Tuesday afternoon, 2 p.m. on Citizen FM Radio, 93.7, Labor House, Central Business District, Abuja. Renewed hope.
Well, Chief Tony, nice to have you in the studio.
Thank you.
Now we're on.
Yeah.
Tony Okocha JP, Sir, Knight of the Order, St. Christopher or St. Mulumba?
St. Christopher.
St. Christopher.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
20 years old.
20 years. I have known you in politics for God knows how long. I remember when you were the Chief of Staff to His Excellency Chibuike Rotimi Amechi. And remember we did some media, how will I put it, hype, or media mafia back then. And then those 8 years went by, and then you're back now. You're now in the saddle. You're now not just the chairman of the APC in Rivers State, but let's start with politics. Let's stay with politics. Tell us, how did it all begin with you and coming this far? How did it all begin? So some other persons, you might inspire others, because today we try to...
I like to appear before veterans like you. That's the truth of the matter.
Thank you very much.
Who lay bare the issues and allow their guests to feel the presenter himself is the one doing the bidding of the other side. And said, no, that's not what journalism is all about, the much I know. Issues, straight to the issue you raised. It's been, let's say it's been smooth and tough at the same time. Who could propel me, just like others, to serve. The first year in the University of Port Harcourt, I had the vengeance to serve. And it was to serve my people, the Ikwere people, under the auspices of National Union of Ikwere Students.
Okay.
I felt so worried that we needed to revive NUIS. It's in our land, but we didn't. And so that zest threw me neck deep into politics of the student union, And when those days in school, we had the 3 arms. You had the executive, you had the legislative, you had the judiciary.
Okay.
In the school there, what it's called. And then from there, there was a brush. Okay. My friend who was then the speaker, we were all friends. Even the student union, the speaker of parliament, and few days later, the student union president too.
Of grace and blessing.
Indeed. And then going outside the university environment, I've had the privilege of, in fact, I hear people looking for a job. I didn't have that experience.
I've had that.
From the university.
Oh, no, not nobody else, sorry.
I was also the founding...
No, Biako very well, yeah.
I know the...
It's just richest local government in Nigeria.
Thank you so much. So I was the founding national president of...
It is straight from school. A
PA in charge of his conglomerates. Because all the companies... A PA in charge of his conglomerates. Because all the companies reported to me.
Okay.
And then I will now pass on to
You're like the chief of staff.
Yes, ideally. I would like...
He was governor. From when he was local government chairman. Yes, as we used to call him, well, we do respect now, the Honorable Minister...
Roots. That's
outside our scope right now. Okay, let's stay with you and the APC.
Okay.
Now, you've done all this bit and you've built in Nigeria, built the same, it is in place. So, okay, now, before we take a break, which we're going to do in another 5-10 minutes, but let's... You're now the chairman, the chief opposition leader in Rivers State. Rivers State is almost a boiling point right now, politically. Now, we're rumored to have been celebrated on their movement. Now, you tell us the story. Let's hear from the horse's mouth.
Okay,
this assemblyman, what's going on?
Oh, very well.
The person that you should tell us who is your member and who is not your member.
So.
Yeah.
Exactly so. Now it's a familiar terrain, okay? It's
Yeah.
a familiar turf. At least, luckily, at that point, I was like, I called myself a wartime chief of staff.
Okay.
Because it was every day, every day, wife of President.
Wife.
Yeah, it was. It was.
Okay, anyway, good.
I am not on the street at my dictionary every other time. At class A, had moved over to B, and that whilst moving, they declared that you are no longer a member of the party, and now
The speaker now.
right, and it was at that point that we now knew that they had served the governor with an impeachment notice, and that they were going to sit on that Monday to take further steps. Sitting that is the issue of at that point that we and as a party person, my business was to go and woo people to make my party strong.
Okay.
I inherited an APC that was a social.
The ballot
Exactly.
of the ballot in 2019.
Exactly. The party I inherited is disgruntled with their party seal. Disgruntled with their party seal.
APC flag. APC flag.
To all my colleagues, I said, look, Thanksgiving. It is our.
Get my ticket. I would have been there.
Be
back.
Drawn, yes. There's a lady there whose children I am the baptismal father. I won't name that one now and receive them. Even if that was called politics, just to achieve something. Meanwhile, I'm not that. It is typical of politics.
That's
It's
very
typical
true.
of politics. Okay, these men maybe they felt that fronting that thing, SDP, and they were
And the SDP received them.
yes, and they were full-fledged.
But then I was also in politics then too.
Yes,
so I moved along. I moved also to the
you
SDP.
were a member of our team.
I was a member of your team.
You
Yeah.
were a member of our
I moved with my leave with the
So
leader there.
there's nothing I will say here that is strange now. Okay?
Yes, go on.
So these men never defected to us, and I'm saying it with all sense of responsibility. Maybe if that's YZ and all that, and when they heard that the governor was going to also go to demolish where they found, as a makeshift
place for the city.
I led a team with other leaders who said, no, this edifice is just or inactions will affect us one way or the other. And to say that I will keep a blind eye without saying, look, we need to support people who we think are doing very well, then that's completely out of the question. Very specifically, is the fact that these men never, or these people, 27 of them, didn't defect to us in the legal way that anybody will know.
Okay. Now let's before we take another break, I'd like to ask a very, very direct question. What's your relationship with the governor of Rivers State? And is your relationship? Is it bitter? How is it called? Is it bad? Is it endemic or something?
Well, if I take the whole gamut of
sitting on what they listen to here mostly is 93.7, and I'm sure my listeners, you would agree with me. I have to say kudos to you for keeping faith with us.
Whilst he was a staff of the government of Rivers State, then I was chief of staff, because and he was a staff of the finance ministry, and I had a lot to do with the finance ministry every other month, because my allocation has to come for me to be able to run the government house. So I knew him very, very well, just like I know my name.
Okay.
Now on this issue, and the saddle that he is today, I'm not a member of PDP. I'm a member of APC.
Okay.
Okay, so I had no business in his upbringing. Yeah, I don't know if you know what I mean. It is how he was produced to become candidate. I had no business at all. I wasn't there. So I won't claim what I didn't do. But I was in the business of making him or supporting him to be governor. Why? I had a candidate. APC had a candidate, so to speak, for governorship in Rivers State. That candidate and his mentor deliberately refused to support Tinubu. They never one day campaigned for Tinubu as a party. Okay? And you know what I'm talking about here? Tinubu anywhere under APC. And so it was an anathema for some of us to talk about Tinubu in Rivers State.
It was.
So what did I do? What did I do? I domesticated the Renewed Hope agenda.
I was going to come to that already, but go on.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that now became the platform upon which we were campaigning for the president, television, radios, you would just go to IREB and get. On the voting day, he refused to vote for Tinubu. Tinubu's election was February 25th. His was March 18th. So when he didn't do this, and the weakest group in PDP.
Why do you think he didn't vote for Tinubu at the time? It was because of the bitterness was because his principal or his godfather against Tinubu.
I know so well. If he had done so, he would not have been able to sustain to the end of the campaign, because he would have been chased away by his mentor.
Okay.
All right. So now they didn't vote for Tinubu. The PDP group, Nigerians know what happened. Led by Wike, okay, said, look, to leave and come to the south. And he remained sacrosanct with that. Until he brought his team, aided our team to make back. So now, on that same day, that same election day, on that same ballot, more like, all the National Assembly members of PDP won. But in the presidential, APC won. Can you see the magic? Yeah. So because Fubara was a candidate of the party, we felt that he was in league, he was in liaison with the leader, Chief Ian Wike, to bring that about. And so we said, look, in the law of reciprocity is give and take. Having done this for us, to break the genes, long genes, you have broken the long genes. PDP had helped us. That the group that I lead in APC, and it was not just the same thing that Wike did and said to them, look, it's not anti-party. The group in APC said, if you didn't like our candidate to be president, why would you want to be governor? So we fraternized with, clearly, we had press conferences, we made declarations that we are going to support SYZ to reciprocate their own gesture. Okay, so I think at least when you hear this, you'll find out that the relationship is not...
It's frosted more.
Yeah, it wasn't. But what has happened?
Yeah, okay, go on.
What has happened is the fact that the governor that we had elected, forget about their intra-party matter, I don't care. It happened. But it got to a situation where he became... In fact, we discovered that he was clueless. He was rudderless.
That's a very strong word to use on radio. That the governor is clueless. Doesn't he have a program? Doesn't he have an ideology? Doesn't he have a platform?
I maintain that. I have said that over and over again. The whole television. I mean, if I say tomorrow is Monday and I need you to also, either by sense experience or by reasoning, to also know that tomorrow is Monday. So don't be so worried.
Okay. No.
I don't know what that means.
Okay, but when
he said that somebody he has no idea. Maybe
he didn't prepare before he came before becoming a governor. He didn't have a
Sam, I have thrown challenges all over. I am leading the opposition.
Yes.
And we are being...
Because I remember that when Nyesom Wike was governor of Rivers, when I come to Port Harcourt, I asked my direction for a city that I've lived since 1969.
Great.
I mean, the development was so... Where am I now? You understand me?
Exactly.
I mean, what's Port Harcourt like these days?
Exactly.
But all we hear about Port Harcourt now is not so very... It's negative news.
Yes, we're the negative.
It's so intriguing that I was captivated and captured by your analogy and your analysis now about your relationship with the governor. But now let's move on again for the minister, Nyesom Wike. Now I want you to clear the air because we want to set the record straight. So now you have a national platform. Let's hear from you. How come they say that you're a puppet of the minister? Is it possible? Is it true?
You just helped me. You just helped me. I don't want you to feel the speed. I knew the road that we had to traverse.
Okay.
Whilst we left for AD, because again I thought there was PA. Now puppets for what, please? Who is puppeteering for who?
That you're playing the dictates. You're playing the dictates of the
opponent. If we do not agree on a particular principle,
you don't take it personal. I just want for you to
great.
Yes.
No, I like what you. I like it. Now, it couldn't have been true. It can be true. Now, but I don't know whether anybody feels because I'm APC. If I see Wike on the road, I will not greet him. It is who is in the cabinet of Mr. President helping to drive the now we should be at Dagger's
very
run.
much, yeah.
No, please.
Okay.
Look, I'm full-blown.
APC.
And by arguments. Yes. And that's how I'm taught.
Since FM, we come correct or we don't come at all, and we have as our guest, in-house guest here today. I came all the way from Port Harcourt, straight Chief Sir Tony Okocha JP. Is a political juggernaut, is not a man to be told. Look at the Renewed Hope agenda. He's also the chairman or the head of the
futures have to find. Together we keep climbing. Leave the past
Okay, welcome back. We're still on. My name is Sam Atasio. We have looked at to have lasting peace. Because 2027, like you said, River State has been predominantly PDP. Do you think we have the capacity to turn into...
I don't need to have peace. No, I don't. Now,
Okay.
what I need, our position in the state, is to demarcate
The ruling party.
the system. Yes. So that to clap for them, giving us strength as a party, and giving us strength. People are beginning to understand that there could be another paradigm shift, okay, which we have been providing. Now, let me get straight to the issues you raised about what can possibly be done. Yes, I tell you this, and I'm on national radio. I was one agent. Please take this out. I held a meeting with His Excellency the Governor on this matter. And the way, how did we end it? We ended to say, look, there was need for all of it. Yes, I did something remarkable. I left where I was seated. Of course, you don't need an office arrangement. The boss is there, you have chairs here. I left where I was seated and walked around, just like the Excellency. This fight is unnecessary. Don't cave into the fifth column list. They are here, their business is to line their pockets. Pecuniary interests. So there's nothing else they can offer you. And these are persons who, when Wike was preparing you, were against you. They were against Wike. And they said, oh, you mean that after serving you as master, we should go and serve your best of friends. Go back to your boss. He said, look, Oga said this, he must dismantling this. Out of 19, he produced 18 and all that. But he opened up, he told me that there was something Oga and himself agreed that he rated. I said, fine. Now go, I don't want to know that. Go back to him and tell him this is what. And do the needful, apologize. And I told him that the next day I was going to Abuja to see Oga. Then Oga was here in West Cartons. Oga and I and the chairman of PDP, Aaron Chukwemeka. And about some few minutes past 1 a.m., we held Oga down and we discussed this issue. The man agreed. We said, Oga, two of you only can resolve your problem.
Yes.
The third party will have one thing or the other too. He can stoke fire, he can do one thing. But see what we'll do. We'll make arrangement for the two of you to sit down in a room and discuss your problems and agree and come out clicking the glasses and puppet stage that he gave me, the governor gave me to deliver. The guy told me, what you are saying is a direct opposite of what the man meant though. I said, no sir, I didn't go to him.
He came to you?
Yes. Why would he deceive me? I said, okay, let's see how it goes. From there, I called, the phone rang out. So it meant, of course, that he had reneged. I washed off my hands and faced my party and started identifying the loopholes. I mean, Sam, I don't know, you know Port Harcourt very well.
Yeah.
Look at the airport road and what is going on there. Airport road by Obidukwere. You hear that they are building 20,000 low-cost houses. Sam, if you go there, you cry. Shanties in a modern town.
What happened to the federal house? No, the housing estates that they were building at Rainbow? Have they completed that?
No, that one is a different ball game.
Okay.
I'm not saying
Okay. I'm talking about the present one. Yeah,
I'm talking about the cluelessness
of the governor.
It is an exit and inlet. You either egress, from there. and sea shanties. I mean, because
have they been built or they are building?
They have been built. They are building them like you know the usual. I don't want to use the words, but you need to go and see if it befits.
If you invite me, I'll come and do a coverage in River State.
If it befits the status of River State, and for that matter, the area as auspicious, as clear. And that's
the route to the airport.
That is the land they had taken. And again, because he did not do his routine check well,
that's right.
He went into cases in court. They're only doing that because they are government. You understand?
Did they what do they call that? What do they call that thing again now? When you pay off people when you take their land.
Exactly.
Compensation.
They didn't compensate. That's why these people are in court. Because he didn't do due diligence.
So actually, the River State boiling is not just politically. There's a whole lot that is actually boiling in River State that at the moment can cause
a whole lot of inactivity. I have said so. When I use the word rudderlessness, now you worry again. Do you understand? But I must use them because they aptly, present what I mean. Now, apart from all of those, I challenge the governor and the government. I say, you are nearly 2 years in office. I need to see a project that you started
and completed
and commissioned. One. If I see, I'll come to your office and deflate. Till today, have they responded? Can they show? The answer is no.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm not an APC here. Well, folks, we have been having an electrifying time with Chief Tony Okocha, and we're not done yet, but we're going to how and what is going on in River State. So all this hula balu, so people might now sit down and then have a cogent response. You not be hearsay anymore. But the Renewed Hope Agenda, the way forward.
Great.
That is a program you're in right now.
Yes.
You're on right now. Now impacting the ideology, the mindset of the people, because it's all about the mind thing. You have to believe in the Renewed Hope Agenda. I'm the national chairman. I've been going ahead. I've been championing it. I've been reaching out to people, trying to make them to buy into the ideology of President's ideology. And I want to thank you for coming here. But what have you been doing in River State so far?
Okay. Frankly, let me put the record straight. So,
Okay.
I don't know. I'm sure Nigerians saw. Once a day or two after the ill-informed. Able to mobilize on the streets.
Yes, I saw that. Yeah.
And if you saw the clothes I wore, it's 002, which means that there is 001.
Who is 001?
There is 001.
You're right. You're right. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So there hardly anything that could be done. Okay. Along that line, not on party lines.
Okay, yeah, not party line, on Renewed Hope, because Renewed Hope is not about political party.
It's not political.
Renewed Hope is an ideology for Nigerians, so
yes.
A better Nigeria.
Exactly.
It doesn't matter whether you're APC, PDP, SDP,
even when you are unaligned.
If you're not even a politician, it doesn't matter.
Yes.
The Renewed Hope Agenda is a policy, is a project, is a thing for Nigeria to be a better Nigeria tomorrow. That's why you say that the future starts today. That's why you say that the change we're looking at now is attitudinal change. When you change, I change, everybody will change. We start doing the best thing the first time all the time, so that we can have a renewed mindset, so that we can have a better society tomorrow.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. Now before.
So now
on air,
you know that I am the representative of River State in the 7th governing board of the NDDC.
Yes, we're going to come to that. I was going to say that.
And I do not know of any commission, any parastatal, any federal agency that is doing 1/3 of what the NDDC is doing today to remove first and foremost poverty, or eradicate it, because you cannot remove, to eradicate poverty, to bring people, to some kind of realization that, look, I've learned this skill. We have made all those things available. And some of us are having 50-something, 60-something on our payroll every other month. In other words, part-time members. When we get our
allocation,
we share.
What about this empowerment for youths? The 50,000 and 50,000 stipends to do their skill internship. Is it on? Has it started?
It's on.
Because
no, it has not started full blown.
But when are they going to start expecting their money?
as soon as this you'll be happy to be
Project Hope. Please, I hope you get us involved as well, so that we'll carry our people along as well.
Yes.
You know, that we have just barely 2 minutes to go. Now, you see this our radio station. Let me just hit the name.
Yeah.
We have plenty, you know. I'm looking at a scenario where we can have the NDDC half hour. Do you think you can power it for us so you sponsor it?
Well, you know, I don't take this.
So yes, I know, but I mean, it's a nice idea. The NDDC half hour, so that we'll be able to be promoting.
Okay, let's know what it entails.
And my man has been the political, how will I put, juggernaut. It's been the man who has been sustaining a viable and visible opposition in Rivers State. We have had with us for the past 1 hour Chief Sir Tony Okocha. Chief for 22 years, Sir for 20 years.
Yes.
No be conchop, no be small picking. It's been lovely having you on the show. Thank you so
sir.
very much.
Thank you.
Well, on this note, look, I know some persons might have thought it was an Nnamdi Azikiwe or Lord Frederick Lugard was the first Governor General of Nigeria. And this note, I hope we've been able to have a good time. I hope before it's so urgent and we have a paying guest. We might have Wednesday, but it's not easy to run the station. We need to have paying guests coming, conglomerates coming, so we'll be able to like turn the radio on every time, come correct every time. Well, adios, amigos. I'm out of here. Tony, you want to say something before you turn down?
No, it's okay. You know, I just want, since I'm having this opportunity to shoot ourselves, and the governor should respect to obey. I mean, he should respect the law and obey the law, because that's the only way we can have peace. A lawless society is leading to anarchy, and that's who will come. You know, Port Harcourt is one thing they know about Port Harcourt nightlife.
Talking about the nightlife, I hope it's still functioning. I hope it's still bubbling. You know, bits and I've been
Sam, I'm just pulling your legs. I know you used to like it.
I used to. I can't lie to you. Well, thank you very much. It's been nice having you, Chief Tony Okocha.
Thank you so
We're
much.
done.
You up in the air, drums are beating loudly, feel it everywhere. Bring your hope.
The Renewed Hope Agenda for Nigeria is the brainchild of President Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu's administration.